There's Ravin. It's called Pets Plus EDS, so there always has to be an animal in my videos, or else I'm straying too far from my original goal. But anyway, so there we go. There was the pet. She opted to lay on the ground today for whatever reason. That's because I didn't open my windows. Usually when I open my windows, it gets too cold and she cuddles with me. Sometimes she'll cuddle with me, but she usually gets too hot. And so I keep my room, I don't know if you can see the number right there. It's kind of a glowy. It's at a 62. And then at winter time, I like to keep my windows, that window and that window open, and it gets down to sometimes 40 in here. And when it's, and I'm in Southern California, and it gets, well, not 40, like low 40, like maybe like 48, I think I saw we got down to. And anyway, so when it's that cold, we cuddle because I really like the cold. But I've decided that I'm going to try really hard and get used to a better temperature gradient, because I've been having it too cold. And so I am going to, I hope I don't look too asleep. I don't feel sleepy, but I kind of, it's only 9:30, but anyways, yeah, there we go. Forgot what I was talking about. And I know I'm not holding this right, and I'm sorry for that. But what my point, I had a point for this video, and it was if and I'm forgetting my point. See, I made this whole video. There is a point. Okay, I'm going to continue to make videos, and I'm going to see if anybody starts watching them. And, I mean, some people are watching them. I think I do have a little bit of a following. And so I'm going to build it from there, because some people have like a lot of followers, and I'm not trying to get famous off of this by any means. I just want to reach more people about, you know, you can suffer, but still, you know, you can push on. And so I want to try to show other people who are suffering that they too can still get out and enjoy life. Now, when I am suffering, I try not to film, but I think I might film a little bit of that, but I don't want to make anybody sad. But like the other night, I said I hadn't slept in it had been over 6 days. I had gotten about 3 hours of sleep total over the 6 days. And there was some wrong stuff going with my medications and things like that. And so it made me feel terrible. And then I had to go down to San Diego for a ketamine treatment, and that went bad. And so, anyways, yeah. But I want to focus mainly on the animals, but I'm going to focus some on me. Actually, let's go out and let's go see if Sully's awake. And I want to do that, but I have to keep my mane. There he is. Hi, Sully. What you doing? Huh? You being a good gecko? Yeah, you are. You're being a good gecko. I don't know if any of you guys have seen. Okay, here's my hippo. I collect hippos. I have a lot. Raven's up now. She's like, what are you doing? I know, I got out of bed and I'm talking. What am I doing? What am I doing? So I was just saying, yeah, I think those are some of my hippos. If you've watched my other vlogs, I collect hippos, and I just am totally, look at this. This one is a reamer. I don't know if you guys, that's like to juice things. That's an old-fashioned juicer, and it's a hippo. Someone made this for me. But yeah, so anyway, so they're fun to look at. And then I've got these reptiles up here that my mom and I kind of collected. And then those healing rocks are really fun. That's something my sister Kara bought me a couple Christmases ago, and I don't really do anything with them. I just keep them in there. And then this my sister Jen bought me this Christmas. It's my birthstone, garnet, for January. And yeah, that's basically it. And it's got ash from a volcano. I can't think of the volcano eruption that happened. It was Mount St. Helen. That was the eruption, and it's got Mount St. Helen ash inside of it. And it's really cute. So I put it up here on my things. And then my mom actually bought me this, which actually is kind of cute. I decided I'm going to try to do it. She bought me this Create Me horse figurines, and I don't ever do stuff, so I'm going to try to do it. But I don't know how good of paints and of, because I used to actually paint. I used to paint horses, and then I stopped. But let me show you the horses over here that I painted. I look over here, and here's Romeo. Here are his ashes, if you guys haven't seen Romeo. Don't worry, I'm going to open this, and we're just going to say, hey, buddy. He's in a bag. And then there's his tail and some of his mane. But that is what he looked like. Whoops, my hat. That is what he looked like if he was a Breyer horse. My friend painted that for me, and she did an amazing job. It looks exactly like him. Even the conformation, spot on, quarter horse like that. In fact, his dad, his granddad, was a famous racehorse, and named EasyJet. And Romeo, EasyJet is actually a Breyer horse, and they use this exact model for EasyJet, and he's really rare. And I bought him. He's up in my cupboard. Oh, should we go see EasyJet? So there's Romeo. But my friend painted it on the same model, but I didn't know this until after she painted him, and so it was actually pretty darn funny. Here he is up there. There's EasyJet. So I think that's kind of cool. And then while we're in my room closet, I'm showing you guys all my personal stuff, and that it doesn't really have to do with pets. But here are my orca books, whales, little donkeys my mom has bought me, bracelets, necklaces, rings, granola bars, and then, you know, things I'm working on. These are my piles, to-do piles. So, and that's a to-do pile. That's actually for Krista, if she's watching. Krista, this is for you. It's from me and a couple other people from the Fagin Farm crew had little gifts for you, and that's your basket anyways. Okay. And so anyway, so I used to paint, and I'm not a professional. I thought of myself always as bad, but I painted these horses, and these are every single horse that I owned. And so we'll start off with this one. This is Flame. I bought him when he was 13, and no, when I was 13 and he was 19, and he was my first horse. Then I bought Romeo, who was my second horse. I can't give you the whole story on each why I got so many horses. Flame ended up getting old and naughty. He didn't want to be, a horse anymore, a kid's horse. And so Romeo was a 4-year-old quarter horse. I'm actually writing a book, and so I have written the book. I just have to print it. Not get it fixed, but it's actually a pretty good book. So if you guys are ever interested in that, I may be. I was just going to give them to friends, but if anybody wants to have interest in buying them, it's about Romeo's story, who's over there. But so Romeo was the second horse, and then we've got Dusty, and she was my dad's horse. But we had to sell her because she ended up being too bratty and a mare. She didn't want to be a family horse. She was bred to be a working horse, a working cutter. And so, but while we had Dusty and Romeo in the backyard, we also had Belle, and she was a great little mini. I love her so much, but I had to give her up when I was going through kind of a depressed phase. It had nothing to do with my illness. This is before I got sick, but I had kind of a hard, depressing time, and I had to give her up, or sell her back to her original owner. So she got to go back where she originally was. So that's good. Okay, and then there's Ghost. No. Yeah. So then I bought Ghost, and he was a Cremello paint. And all these look like they're confirmation too, by the way. I tried to stay true to their shape. And Ghost I bought to be my school horse for school. And I broke him for school. That was the thing. I was getting my degree in equine studies, and so I wanted to break him for that. I had to. It was part of the requirement, was to break your own horse, and I did it, but I was never able to finish school. So unfortunately, he had to go to a new home when I got sick. But then we got Wyatt, after we sold Dusty and got Ghost, we got Wyatt, whose full name was Mr. Twistertown. I don't want to give you guys everybody's full name, but I think his full name is kind of cute. And he was a really good boy. He went back to his original owners when I got sick. And then I had bought Belle. This is Willow, and I bought her. She was a little mini. I bought her. I was sick at the time, and I was trying to figure out if Romeo was still alive, and I was just trying different places with him, and I was having issues. But if you're really interested, you can read my book. I don't want to give it away, but so I thought that I might be able to handle a miniature horse better than a big horse, and that turned out to not be true either. I just wanted to keep horses so bad, but they ended up not being for me. I love horses, and I will always love horses. I love the equestrian lifestyle. I love the everything. Here's Romeo's bit that I bought him with. There's that, and this is really neat. This will be the last thing I show you in my room, because I understand it's long. Okay. You can't wrap the glare. Okay, so this was in my Kevin's bathroom, and I saw it, and Kevin doesn't want it, and I decided I really liked it, so I stole it, and my dad is going to hang it up for me. So today is a new day. You can start fresh. Wipe the slate clean. Begin again. Kindness. Embrace kindness. Practice compassion. Stand up for justice. Talk to strangers. Ask for help. Listen with your whole heart. Offer hope. Love well. I don't know. Walk for the, work for the common good. I have trouble with cursive. And be the change you wish to see in the world. And so I really love absolutely all of those. And so I'm doing a lot of asking for help lately, and that's been really hard. But so anyway, okay, so there's part of my room tour. I guess I'll title this video room tour. There's that. I got that. And then this is a really neat, trying to get that out of the light. This is a really neat picture that we got when I was in my high school, my trip. I went to high school. I homeschooled the last 2 years of high school, and I got to go on our high school trip that our mom takes us on, takes all the kids on, and I got to go to San Juan and go see the orcas, because I love the orcas up there. And so anyway, that's where that came from. And there's Ravin, and here's Belle, there's Dash and Pip, St. Michael, the Archangel. Here's the whole Fagin Farm crew. That was Dash's birthday party. So, okay, well, I'll say goodnight now, and I will probably upload this video now. Maybe I'll upload it tomorrow. I like to upload them right away, but I really should try to get some sleep, but I'm feeling kind of hungry anyway. So that's a good thing, because I haven't eaten very much today. So I'll go down and eat and upload this at the same time. Okay. Night. Where's my off? Sorry.